Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Melana Nafianti. Today I would like to do my final assessment about second language acquisition. Number one, what is the differences between first language acquisition or FLA and second language learning or second L2A? Number one is timing and context. FLA occurs during early childhood in a natural environment, usually in interaction with caregivers and family members. After that, SLL occurs after early childhood, after in normal educational setting or through immersion in new linguistic environmental. Number two, age of acquisition. FLA start at birth and progress rapidly during the first few years of life. SLL can start any age, but more difficult with age, especially after the critical period after childhood. Number two, I think I good in second language because every day I have enhancement in my second language. I believe this relative level of success learner primarily to linguistic, psychological, and social. Because linguistic factors include the brain ability to process language, structure, similarities between the first and second language, the ability to understanding, grammatical rules, and new vocabulary. Number three, linguistic competence refer to the abstract knowledge speakers have their language, including the grammatical rules they master intuitively. For example, knowledge in English nominal phrase generally follow the order, determine, adjective, noun. People who understand linguistic competence can produce grammatically correct sentences. Linguistic performance refer to the use linguistic in real communicative situation, including practical aspects such as articulation, intonation, and speech. For example, when someone speaks in a conversational situation, they are linguistic performance to apply their competence knowledge effectively. Number five, why are syntax elements the most difficult element to learn in second language? The answer is the absence of syntax is often considered difficult in second language learning because it involves complex rules about the way words and phrases are arranged in sentences to convey clear and precise meaning. This process involves a deep understanding sentence structure. Number six, this second theory actually tries to explain the origin and development of language from different perspectives. Number one, innate predisposition. There is a strong evidence that humans are born with an innate ability to learn. For example, children learn languages very quickly and naturally without explicit formal instruction. Number two, functional need. The need for communication and exchange or information plays in an important role in everyday language use in the developed or various language feature. Answer whether one theory is more correct than another. Many experts assume that the two complement each other rather than satisfy each other. Number seven, the experience of errors can be helpful in improving skill in a second language. They often make a mistake in understanding grammar, pronunciation, or correct use of word confronting the errors and understanding the reasons behind them allows students to learn more effectively. Number eight, why younger students more successful in acquiring a second language than older? This is caused brain plasticity. The brain at a younger age tend be more plastic or able to adapt better to new languages. It means children to process second language information more effective. New learning habits. Children are often skill active in learning, but at school and at home. Number nine, communicative competence differs from pure linguistic competence in that encompass not only the knowledge or grammar and vocabulary, which is our aspect of linguistic competence. Number one, linguistic competence refer to knowledge of the rules and structure of a language, including grammar, syntax, and semantic. Number two, communicative competence. This extends beyond linguistic competence to include the ability to use language in context. And the last is number 11 about in my studies of second language in communicative competence that was stressed most often was academic competence was typically involve ability to use language in formal or academic context such as writing essays, participants in academic discussion, understanding academic text. Okay, just all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.